In a world where every hero is threatened to be killed by his own party members, our story begins in the shadowy throne room of the Demon King's castle. The Demon King, seated high above the Dark Hall, gives a chilling order to his daughter, Seal. Her mission: infiltrate the human world and eliminate the heroes, starting with one in particular, our main character, Toto. Seal, wide-eyed and thrilled at gaining her independence at last, accepts her mission eagerly. She sets out from the Demon Castle, convinced that killing a single hero will be child's play. Elsewhere, in a very different part of the continent, we find Anemone. She's just completed a job and is receiving her reward. But her next assignment, she is to assassinate the same hero, Toto, disguised as a priest. She yells, "Are you out of your mind?" But when she hears the reward 100 million gil, her mood shifts instantly. She dons a priest outfit and accepts the mission without another word. Then, in a grimy brothel known for tormenting young men, a figure bursts in, demanding someone named Goa. He tries to start trouble, but is swiftly tamed. Goa, amused by the lack of challenge, sighs until her servant mentions a candidate who might finally be worthy. Her curiosity is piqued. Now, in a peaceful human town, the local guild bustles with adventurers. Toto approaches them, asking if he can join a party. Everyone is shocked, and in his mind, they shower him with praise. But reality hits hard. He accidentally makes a terrifying face, and they run away screaming. He scrambles to fix the misunderstanding, but it's too late. Defeated, he turns to leave only to be approached by three women all at once: Seal, Anemone, and Goa. They ask him to form a party together. Seal tries to send the others away. Anemone calls her a foul-mouthed brat. Goa laughs and says, "Let's all form a party together." The guild watches the strange birth of a party around the least popular hero. Toto clenches his fist and grits his teeth, saying how happy he is to finally go on an adventure with a party. But just as he finished speaking, a guild member warns the girls not to join him. Goa simply grabs Toto's arm and declares, "Thanks, but I belong to the hero." Toto blushes furiously and faints. Seal and Anemone are stunned. The guild explains, Toto is the shyest person they'll ever meet. Goa thinks to herself, awkward type. Sounds fun. Suddenly, Seal uses telekinesis to fly away with the unconscious hero. Anemone and Goa chase after her on foot. Anemone whips out a launcher and fires. Seal dodges mid-air, summons a barrier, and repels every shot. Goa watches in awe. Goa counters with a strange potion. Seal, irritated, demands, "Why are you following me? Leave the hero to me." Anemone refuses. "I'm hired to kill him. Move or die." Before things get worse, Goa steps between them. "Stop." Anemone realizes the 2-on-1 odds and backs down. Seal lowers her barrier, but both suddenly feel paralyzed. Goa grins, having used a paralyzing perfume. Seal panics, "You fool. If you interrupt a summoning, I'll lose control." A swirl of dust erupts. A monstrous creature appears, the dark spider dragon. Anemone gasps, "What is that?" Seal groans, "That's what I was summoning. But now it's gone berserk." As they argue, Goa tries to flee, but Anemone and Seal grab her. "How are you moving?" Goa yells, "We fought through it. Now give us the antidote." Before she can respond, the dragon strikes. But suddenly, the unconscious hero awakens, and with a single punch, he decapitates the dragon. The girls stare at him in disbelief. He stands silently, smiling. "Say something," they cry. He doesn't. Instead, they rush in to hug him and he faints again. Anemone grumbles, "Let's kill him now." Seal sighs, "I can't. I used all my mana. Besides, he saved me." Goa teases her. They all agree, for now, to let him live. Goa suggests they get lunch and properly introduce themselves. Anemone complains, blaming Goa for the mess, but Goa simply says, "Let's talk over sweets." Seal and Anemone agree, though, for different reasons. They all silently reaffirm the same thing: "I'll be the one to kill him." At the lunch table, Seal beams while enjoying her dessert. Introductions begin. Seal, "I'm a mage." Anemone, "Assassin, disguised as a priest." Goa, "Dancer, here for fun." Toto, still shy, clutches his fist and says, "I'll protect you. I promise." They wait awkwardly. Goa leans close, making him faint again. Then the truth comes out. Seal, I'm the Demon King's daughter. I need to kill the hero to earn my freedom. Anemone, assassin. I'm after him for the bounty. Goa, mistress of the pleasure palace. I want him as my pet. Understanding dawns, they all want the same thing. Anemone sighs, too much competition. Not worth the pay. She walks off, intending to kill him later. From a rooftop, Anemone spies human traffickers abusing a little girl. She tosses a smoke grenade, rescues the girl, and hands her money to run. In the smoke, a grotesque monster emerges carrying its own severed head. She engages in fierce combat, severing limbs, dodging tentacles. Then the hero appears and punches the monster to death. Anemone blushes. You came. I promised to protect you, he replies. She tries to explain the dagger in her hand but fails instead. She blows him a kiss, he blushes, and faints again. Panicking, Anemone starts mumbling excuses only to hear voices behind her. Seal and Goa. Anemone groans. Why are you two here? Goa teases, blowing a kiss, cringe. Seal questions. Why not just snipe him from the start? Anemone mutters, didn't want the girl to see blood. I want to change this rotten world. But I need money for that. She prepares to kill the hero, then remembers how he saved her. Her sword drops. I single quotes, I'm tired. I'm going home. Later that night, Goa suggests sharing a room. Let's all sleep together. Anemone rejects the idea. I'll find another room. Goa mocks Seal for being a child. Seal storms off too. Alone with the unconscious hero, Goa smirks. I might kill him if I'm left alone, but I won't. She casts a spell to make him her pet for 5 minutes. She showers, returns, and finds him still unconscious. She tries seducing him. No reaction. Changes outfits. Still nothing. Brings out a whip again. No response. Finally, she uses magic to command him, but suddenly, he pins her down. His strength and her spell clash, driving him into a frenzy. He shouts, protect no matter what. Goa, shocked by being pinned down, actually likes it. Her magic fades. He returns to his senses. Seeing her pinned under him, he blushes and faints once more. Later, she reports that he resisted her spell. Seal mocks her. Guess you're not as special. Anemone agrees. I freaked out seeing you in bed with him. Not that Seal would understand. Seal snaps back at being treated like a child. Goa asks, aren't you afraid of me? They laugh. We already know your power. Why should we be afraid? Goa smiles for real this time. Anemone declares, none of us have a chance at killing him. Huh? Seal and Anemone suddenly draw weapons again. Goa steps in. Don't wake him. They agree and begin opening up to each other. Seal speaks of her lonely life, never permitted to talk to others. For once, she's having fun. They laugh together. Morning comes. Toto wakes up. He sees the 3 women, sleeping in their underwear. He blushes and faints again. In the dim light of dawn, Goa stirred awake, her eyes catching Seal and Anemone already up, their gazes fixed on the still sleeping hero, Toto. Pointing at him, Goa asked why he hadn't stirred yet. Seal, with a clinical tone, remarked it was obvious he'd passed out from blood loss. Anemone's eyes glinted as she mused if they could simply bleed him to death. In a flash, all 3 women drew their weapons, each staking a claim to the kill. Seal declared the Demon Lord's daughter should do it. Anemone insisted the best assassin was the one for the job, and Goa countered that the mistress of the pleasure palace would claim the honor. Just then, Toto's eyes fluttered open, and the trio swiftly hid their weapons, chirping a cheerful good morning. Before Toto promptly fainted again. After a tense breakfast, Toto seemed troubled, prompting Seal to ask what was wrong. He brushed it off, muttering it's nothing, while inwardly vowing to protect them, urging himself to pull it together. Anemone, curious, asked where they were headed, and Goa announced they needed to register at a guild. At the guild, the receptionist inquired if they were part of another party, to which they all replied no. Goa then instructed Toto to sign as the party leader, surprising him with the responsibility. They completed the form, and Toto, blood trickling down his face, thanked the receptionist with a terrifying expression. Anemone gently wiped the blood away, reminding him to stay composed as their leader, while Toto doubted his worthiness. Goa explained the guild's ranking system, noting they could reach a rank through quests, but when Seal asked how many days it would take to reach the top, Goa's reply years, not days, startled her. Anemone, impatient, urged them to stop chatting and find work, and Toto agreed. Out of nowhere, Seal hugged Toto, causing him to faint again, infuriating Anemone, who demanded why she did it. Seal retorted that their goal was to kill the hero, not climb ranks, questioning the point of adventuring. Anemone snapped that adventuring was meaningless. She just wanted to kill everyone. Weapons were drawn again, pointed at each other, until they paused and agreed to take turns trying to kill Toto daily without interference. When Toto awoke, he found only Seal, who explained the others had gone to find work, leaving her to watch him. In the silence, Seal asked why he wanted to be a hero. Toto, in a quiet voice, admitted he sought confidence, believing defeating the Demon Lord would help him connect with others. Shocked, Seal flashed back to demons discussing an independence ritual, realizing their shared struggle to prove themselves. In a cute tone, she proposed they work together, making Toto blush and faint again, leaving Seal stunned. The others, watching from afar, teased her, with Anemone suggesting Seal was growing attached. Seal, furious, snapped that Anemone's brain was rotten, and their clashing auras nearly sparked a fight until Goa intervened. The group marched to a dungeon to retrieve iron ore, Toto leading the way. Goa whispered to Seal, asking how she planned to kill him, and Anemone warned her not to summon a monster like last time. Seal revealed she'd use dungeon monsters to test Toto's strength. When Toto encountered slimes, Goa noted they couldn't kill him, but Seal wanted to gauge his abilities. Toto easily defeated the slimes with his fists, surprising the women. After he scouted ahead, Seal resurrected the dead slimes, creating a massive one. Toto, confused by its sudden appearance, charged and punched it, only for the slime to absorb the impact and lock his arm. Seal warned that it digested by subsuming, and while Goa wondered if Toto would ask for help, Anemone was certain he wouldn't. Struggling, Toto lifted the slime and threw it, but it countered with tentacles, pinning him against the wall. Seal was sure of victory, but Toto shouted with all his might, vaporizing the slime, leaving the women in awe and Seal questioning if she could ever kill him. Discouraged, she admitted defeat when Goa asked if she had more tricks. Goa suggested focusing on the quest, and they searched for iron ore. Anemone found some, and Toto punched a wall, uncovering a trove. Back in town, a boastful D-rank adventurer bragged about finding 3 iron ores, but when Toto's party arrived, the employer assumed Goa and Anemone had failed until Toto presented a bucket overflowing with ore. The D-rank fled in shock, and Toto, worried it was too much, was reassured by the employer, who asked his name. Panicking, Toto stammered Toto, earning congratulations for their first quest. Curious, Seal asked how he got so strong, and Toto's simple reply lifting weight stunned them. The D-rank returned, belittling their feat and warning Toto not to get cocky or he'd die. The women, depressed, muttered if only it were that easy, and when the D-rank suggested they ditch Toto for him, their death stares sent him running. Toto, feeling inadequate after struggling with an E-rank quest, thanked the women for staying with him, bowing and expressing excitement for their future adventures. They smiled, replying, "Likewise."